Hi everyone, this is Ruth the Crafter Mom, and today we're gonna talk about the books that I read for the month of February. So stay tuned if you wanna check it out. So this month I didn't read as many books as I wanted to read last month. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I kind of know. There were here and there stuff like my daughter got very sick. I got food poisoning. I had to get ready to travel to my country, and yeah, and work. It was crazy. Like, it was a crazy February month. So let's just go straight to the good part. So I was able to update my A to C alphabet challenge. I put a couple more books, as you see. I'm very happy. I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 books. I'm so excited. So 10 books to fill this A to C challenge. Last year, I was missing X and Z. So fingers crossed, this year we can make it. I read so far 27 books through the year. As of right now, I have put, I have 27. As of right now, I'm almost finishing number 28. So let's see what happens. My book bingo, I'm almost done with 2 over here. I'm about to do bingo in both of them. I need to read a sequel of a book that I think I have one already. And then Enemies to Lovers. For some reason, I can't find any Enemies to Lovers so far that I'm reading. Everything is like, people that they are just meeting and stuff like that, but they are not really enemies. So it's taking quite, it's gonna take me quite a few tries, I guess, of finding a good book for that. There's a book that I'm finishing right now that it's gonna be set in London. Is it set in London? Yeah, I think it is set in London. I have to check it out. Like, I might be very confused on this. I found an author who has the initials RB, and then somebody recommended me also Ray Bradbury, The Martian Chronicles, and I found another one, and so I have 2 alternatives to read. So I'm very excited about this one. So maybe this month I can start filling out this one, because this one is completely blank. As always, I'm writing down here what I'm reading, what is for the book bingo. And then we have the Colleen Hoover reading checklist. So I finished reading this time. What did I finish reading? Oh, I read Maybe Someday. It was like kind of weird. Like, I didn't know what to expect with that book. I was very confused. I don't know if I was happy with what happened in the book. I like that it was kind of like a musical book, in the aspect of, like, this person, the main character, one of the main characters, he is a musician and he was writing songs. So I did like that part. I didn't like the overall story that much. And I have it all updated here with my, my reading list for Colleen Hoover. I think this month I'm gonna add 2 more reading lists. One is gonna be Taylor Jenkins Reads, and the other one is gonna be Catherine Center, because I've been reading a lot of the books from both authors, so I really want to have them like this. So I'm gonna create something like that. My book to checklist, I didn't like really read anything from it, and I need to start reading stuff from it. I started reading When in Rome, and then I jumped on the plane and I forgot totally about it. And so far what I read from it, it's so funny. So let's see. Right now I'm reading this one. This is like the one that I'm almost finishing. I try to read 2 at the same time. So one is always an audiobook and the other one is a paper. So right now my paper book is When in Rome, And my audiobook right now is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. So far, I think I will give it a 4-star. It's a really nice book. There's some character that I want to understand what's happening that is like a very secondary character, but I want to know what's happening. So let's stay tuned for this month. This will be, well, for next month, for the month of March. Bookopoly, I haven't done it and I feel so bad. I need to really start this Bookopoly. I really want to. So you know, you guys are my witness. March is gonna be the month for the Bookopoly. I finished also the Q1 bingo, the Bad Bitch book club, and I'll put it, I'm hoping I can put it here, the names of the Instagram handle of the 2 amazing ladies that created this book club. And I'm very excited, like I finished that one. Now on my own monthly challenge, I did for romance maybe someday. That's the one from Colleen Hoover. This next month of March, I need to read a biography. I'm thinking I'm gonna read the biography from oh my god, I forgot her name. This is bad. Viola Davis. I have it on as an audiobook, so I think that's gonna be my next reading. So I can cross this for biography. And I am happy to report that I'm doing the 52 books in 52 weeks. It is working. Not as much as I want. So I think I'm gonna add a page here where I can put the numbers. Because if you see, I cross because I was putting the same number as another one that I did around here. And that's not how it works, the 52 in 52 weeks. So I think I need like what I did on my book bingo, you know, like here, so I don't forget which books I was talking about. I need something here also. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, you know, I'll show you about my trackers. So far till today we're March 8th. I still need to mark it, but as of today, I read like around 2 to 3 hours. So far we're doing good. Yeah, I missed a couple of days so far in March, but that's you know, we're talking about February, so I shouldn't even be checking this. We should be checking this. February was a really good month. I just missed 2 dates. I don't even remember what happened those days. Why I didn't read over the weekend, because I usually give it like at least an hour of reading, so I don't know. I'm crossing. I was able to cross before I let go, and I think that's it for the month of February. That's it. And I added more books this month of March, so yeah. My daughter was able to finish her first book, Hocus Pocus. It was almost like 600 pages, so I'm very proud of her. She's been slacking, I think, because she's been sick and we haven't even been giving priority to that. So this month of March we will be working on this. Okay, and this is a list that I created for Black History Month, and I read a couple of them. So I just put the physical books that I have Before I Let Go from Kennedy Ryan. I really like this book. It was really nice. And Becoming by Michelle Obama. I haven't read it, but it's either Viola Davis this month or Becoming by Michelle Obama. That will be my biography. On my wish list, I tried Mammy. I think I'm saying it right. I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm not saying it right, please correct me, and I'm so sorry. This is by Jessica George. It just released this February, and I was trying to do it as an audiobook, and it didn't click. It wasn't for me. I still need to get this one. My library is very back up on this book, especially on 7 Days in June. But I read another book by Mia Sosa, and I like how she writes, so I'm excited to see how 7 Days in June is. Audiobooks, I did On Rotation, I did Love Radio, and I just finished The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. So I want to try to do Goliath also. Oh, and these are the books that I recommend and how many stars did I give them. When No One Is Watching is a book that I read last year. It's like a thriller sci-fi. It was okay. Black Cake. I wish there was more of that book because I really enjoyed it, but I wanted more, and that's why I only gave it 3 stars. The Chicken Sisters and The Vanishing Half. I read both of this in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, and I really liked them. I think from both of this, my favorite has to be The Chicken Sisters. Okay, so now let's check out my books read for the month of February really quick. Let's go. So it starts with 800 Grapes by Lara Dave. And this is a book about, it's a girl that finds out that his fiance has a daughter. And this happens while she was trying her wedding dress. And she goes, and this happens days before the wedding. So she goes to the vineyard where she's gonna get married, where her family lives, and she finds out that her parents are like in the middle of a a kind of like a divorce or something like that. It's very weird, that dynamic. And they're gonna sell the vineyard. She doesn't know if she's gonna get married. So it was overall a very nice book. So I gave it 4 stars. Reckless Girls. I really was wishing that I could give more of this book. It is about this couple that takes these 2 girls to a desert island, and they find that there is a couple in the island already. And it starts happening the weirdest things, I don't want to give it too much of it, but some deaths, it happened, there's some deaths involved in all this. I wish I could have given it more, but there was a lot of stuff missing. I don't know, the end was very fast. It was so well built up to the point, to the climax, and then it is rah. So I really didn't like the end. I wasn't too happy about this, but I was very surprised. And this was a book that it was recommended by Neat Blanches. It's called My Best Friend's Exorcism. So when she told me she was reading this, I was like, who recommended you this? Because it's super weird. And she's like, oh, a friend recommended me this, and it is kind of creepy, but it's worth the reading. They are doing, I think it's Amazon Prime. It is going to have a movie about this. And I don't know if I want to watch it or not. The whole book is a reference about I think it's the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot already because I read it at the beginning of the month. But it gives you a vibe of the 80s and the 90s. And it is about these 2 friends that they go to a lake, and one of them gets in the lake and apparently gets a demon inside her and starts making stuff, and nobody believes the girl that she is going through all this stuff. And there's some scary parts, I have to say, and I did this as an audiobook. So it was the parts where you hear the demon at the end, they were creepy. But overall, it was a funny book and really nice. This part, I had to read it. This is when the friend is trying to take out the demon from her. It says, by the power of Phil Collins, I rebuke you, she said. By the power of lost retainers in Jamaica and bad cornrows and fireplace and Madonna. So she's she, instead of saying a prayer, that was her way of saying a prayer to getting rid of the demon. So it's It's a funny book. So if you want to find something that makes you think about the 80s and the 90s, and it's kind of like scary, but just like a little hint of scary, this is a good book to read. 4 stars. Catherine Center has become one of my favorite writers ever. I started reading last year, and I read the first book that I read from her was The Bodyguard, and I fell in love with the way that she writes. She is amazing. And this is a book about a couple that they move to a different city, and they have 3 kids, and her life since she became a mom centered around the kids and the husband. And she decided to join the gym, and joining the gym makes like a snowball effect on her life and transforms it. So it's a really, really nice book. I enjoy it. I think I really identified with the book because sometimes, like whoever is a mom right now, or, whoever is a mom, like maybe can identify, or maybe not a mom. You can identify when you are in like the same thing, constant thing over and over again, like in a routine of your life. Sometimes you lose the spark. And to find out your spark, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. And this is what it is about. And it's how her marriage suffers through it. But because they love each other, they are able to find at the end like a happy place. And the quote that I love is, "A marriage is such a fragile web of promises." It's so nice. So I did this as an audiobook too, and sometimes when I like what they're saying, like a quote of the book, I just texted really quick to my husband, and I just said, "Please don't mind about these texts." And he was like, "Why are you texting me this? What's happening?" He was so worried. He didn't know what I was talking about. Well, I was talking about the book. Then we have Love Radio. So I started to read around this time more Black writers. I just wanted to have it because it was Black History Month, and I realized I wasn't reading too many of them, so I wanted to add more to it. I have more for the next couple months, so I'm very happy that I will continue that. So Love Radio is a youth adult romance. It was really cute. It was these 2 kids. He is a DJ. He is DJ Prince. She's a girl that she doesn't want to fall in love. She's been having some issues with her friends and everything. But through music and through like books, because she likes to write and she likes to read, they find like a nice like teenage love. It's a really nice story. I think for like more of a younger audience, but I wanted to read it, but I gave it 3 stars. Before I Let Go is a really nice book. I give it 5 stars, and I really like it. It's about this woman that suffers a stillbirth, and as a consequence of that, gets so depressed that she asks for a divorce. And she needed to go into therapy, needed to find herself. She needed to date again, or try to date. Seeing her ex-husband now dating again, to realize, that she had to move on. That she and her ex-husband needed another chance. This is like a second chance book, and it's a very nice but very triggering subjects. Stillbirth, loss of a kid and loss of someone you love, depression, and suicidal thoughts. So if anything of this is a trigger, please do not read it. I do not recommend it. I recommend it for somebody that maybe has a friend, has somebody that that has gone through it, so you understand what is going on and how mental health should be a priority during hard times and any time. Maybe someday is Colleen Hoover's book about this girl that finds out that her boyfriend is cheating with her best friend. So she moves to the house of this guy that it was her neighbor, and he is deaf. So, but he is a musician. He composes music. He plays the guitar and everything. But he plays the music, but he was never able to put lyrics to, well, he wasn't never able. He had like he couldn't do it anymore for some reason. He didn't find the inspiration, so he needed somebody to put lyrics into his music, and she was able to put the lyrics. And they will how they will communicate will be to text messaging and everything. And it kind of becomes that they both fall in love with each other, but obviously he has a girlfriend. So it kind of like, she always says through the book, maybe someday he will be his, maybe someday. So just read it. It was okay. I give 4 stars because mostly of the music that they created together, it was beautiful. But that's pretty much it. Not really what I like from Colleen Hoover. She had better ones than this. Not bad, but not the ones that I'm used to. Okay, so now for this one, I'm just gonna put this so you guys don't see it, because this was my last book of the month. Yeah, was it? Yeah, it was. This was my last book of the month officially, On Rotation. And On Rotation is about this girl that is on medical school, and her family is from Jamaica, if I'm not mistaken, I think. And okay, so just to be clear, there's some parts of this month that I don't remember clearly, and it's because I was struggling at this point with a kid with COVID, me getting sick, me trying to do 5,000 things at the same time to be on top of my trip. So yeah, there's some like here and there situations I don't remember things, but I hope I'm more on point this following month with this. What I like about this book is that she met this guy and they became friends, but like she didn't think that she was enough for him. And then she realizes that yes, she is. And that's what the quote here. Don't think I'm not enough, I said plainly. I think I'm too much. She never thought that a guy like him would want her just because her life was so chaotic and they came from different backgrounds. She is black and he is a Latino. So overall, I really liked it. Very, very nice book. That's for it for that. Like, I'll show you next time. My book of the month, I had to decide between 2 books, and I decided that Catherine Center, Everyone is Beautiful, was my favorite book. You can find this. I'm gonna link it all below. Most of these inserts are either are the ones that I created, and I have them on my Etsy shop. And then some of them are also from Plan with Elise, and she has them on her Etsy shop. I really like it. Like, look, so cute. So far, 2 books. Let's see what the rest of the months our favorite books will be. And that's like the whole books over here that I read through the month. Like I said, I read only 8, and it's a big difference compared with the last month. But like I said, February was a very, very tough month. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. So overall, so far I read 2 books in March. I'm almost finishing with another one. So let me know if you have any suggestions for reading. I would really like to see what you guys are interested. I will put my Goodreads also page, so you guys can add me and we can be friends through there. I like to see what other people read and see their recommendations. So if you have any recommendations, just put it down there so I can see it. Okay, thank you for everything so far. I am so happy to be doing this second month of my reading, and next month I have some anecdotes of well, next month, by the end of March, I will put it that I have some anecdotes for my first book of the month that I read on March, and it's so nice. And we have a new challenge also for March. Neat Plan Jess created a new challenge that is a banned book for the month of March. So far, I already bought one book, so let's hope that's the only book I buy for the month of March. I think I can do it. Okay, thank you. That's it for today. If you like this video, please give it a please. Please give it a thumbs up. It's late. It's getting late. I need to go to bed. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell. And thank you for everything. Bye.